can get dark spots. Should you use chemical sunscreens or mineral sunscreens when you're pregnant? Your skincare conditions from before may get a lot worse. So, the joys of pregnancy. Hi everyone, it's Dr. Joyce, board certified dermatologist, and thank you so much for all of the love on my last video where I announced my pregnancy and that today I'm now 24 weeks pregnant. And that was kind of a tough video to make because I went through 2 years of my struggles with infertility and the ups and downs that come with all of the procedures. But it is really heartwarming to feel the support from this community. So thank you so much for watching that video. Thank you for all of your comments and your kind words. I appreciate it more than you know. On a related note, I want to talk today about my own pregnancy-safe skincare routine. So this is not going to be a video that goes over all the do's and don'ts of pregnancy and breastfeeding safe skincare because I already made that video. I'll link it below. And in that video, I go over all of the evidence and all of the data that we have for certain ingredients that you can and cannot use in pregnancy. Because that video already exists, today I'm going to focus more on skincare products that I'm currently using. I'm way overdue for refreshing my own AM and PM skincare routine, so I'll just go ahead and share that with you guys today. Just to begin, I have sensitive rosacea prone skin, and I have always been searching for products that can help calm inflammation, can help with sensitivity, and can decrease redness. So just so you guys know, that's my skin type. Rosacea is what I struggle with, and sensitive skin. So my routine is really geared around those things. There's also a few conditions that we find worsened in pregnancy. So melasma is one of those conditions where you can get dark spots on your facial skin, usually around your cheeks, your forehead, your upper cutaneous lip, your chin, even around your nose area. And we think that's due to hormones. It's often called the mask of pregnancy, and it can be quite stubborn to treat. So that's why you want to be especially careful about sun protection and always use a tinted sunscreen in order to help protect against visible light from the sun. The second thing that can happen to your skin during pregnancy is that it can become more sensitive. So I definitely experienced this as well. So I'll be talking about some of the ingredients that I'm avoiding and some things that I brought in to help decrease that sensitivity and inflammation. Thirdly, during pregnancy, you may find that your skincare conditions from before may get a lot worse. So if you had eczema before, you'll get a flare of your eczema. If you had rosacea before, your rosacea is going to get worse. If you had itchy, dry skin before, that's going to get a lot itchier. So the joys of pregnancy. But for me personally, I'm just dealing with more rosacea and inflammation. And a lot of it was triggered by my trip to Singapore, which, by the way, if you haven't checked out some of my posts from Singapore from the summer, please do. I also go over a skincare routine for rosacea that is bound to help your skin stay calm even in humid weather. So I'll link to that below too. All right, jumping right into my skincare routine. In the mornings, I do not tend to wash my face. I just splash some cold water on and move forwards. If you have oily skin, you can definitely feel free to use a cleanser here, but I personally don't. The first thing I put on my face is vitamin C, and I've actually been testing a few different vitamin C's lately, resulting in some pretty bad burns on my face and also total disruption of my skin barrier. But my go-to and my holy grail vitamin C is still the Skinbetter Advanced Serum. This is my favorite because the form of vitamin C is tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate, which is a lipid-soluble, very stabilized form of vitamin C that does not have to be at a low acidic pH the way that L-ascorbic acid vitamin C's do. And the reason why my face has been getting burned recently is because I've been testing a lot of formulas that contain high percentages of L-ascorbic acid, like up to 20%. And that is just too much for my skin. So back to the THD ascorbate I go, and this product comes in a serum, which is really nice because it's a little bit moisturizing. I personally don't really like the oily or the very liquidy vitamin C's. I find that when I pump them on my hand, it kind of just runs all over my hand and into the sink, and it's very hard to know how much I'm applying. So I prefer a serum or a gel vitamin C, and this one has just been my holy grail for a really long time. This product also contains a patented antioxidant technology called allel-Peak PQQ, pyrroloquinone quinone allyl ester. This technology helps you neutralize free radical damage from UV rays from the sun. It also contains niacinamide, an antioxidant, trifluoroacetyl tripeptide 2, which is a peptide that helps to increase your skin's firmness, as well as licorice to help brighten, and it helps to soothe with bisabolol and ginger root extract. So this vitamin C product is definitely pricey, I'm not gonna lie, but it also is gentle, effective, and it contains all these other superstar ingredients, and the science behind it is very sound. So this is my holy grail vitamin C, and I use it every single day. After I put on my vitamin C, then I usually go in with my sunscreen. So there's always this debate, should you use chemical sunscreens or mineral sunscreens when you're pregnant? And I would say that both are safe to use. However, for me personally, I'm using mineral sunscreens during pregnancy because my skin is extra sensitive during this time. And there is a slightly higher chance of irritation and rash with chemical sunscreens if you happen to be allergic or sensitive to certain ones of those ingredients. So personally, I've been using mineral sunscreens, and the ones I've been reaching for a lot are all linked in my Shop My Shelf, which I'll include in the caption here. But the two that I wanted to call out, one is the Isdin Eryfotona. This is a liposome encapsulated photolyase enzyme, which actually helps to repair DNA damage from the sun. So it has really strong, robust technology behind it that I think is just very admirable for a sunscreen to do that. Like, how cool is that? And there's a tinted form and a non-tinted form. I've been using the non-tinted form because their tinted form, the ageless, is actually a bit too dark on my skin. It turns me a little bit orange, like an Oompa Loompa. So I've been reaching for the non-tinted version of it. It goes on very, very creamy and smooth, and it's just chef's kiss. It's really, really an amazing sunscreen. So one thing I will bring up is that even though I'm using the non-tinted form of Isdin, I will still use something with iron oxide on top of it. The reason why I like to use iron oxides during pregnancy is because during pregnancy, our skin is much more prone to hyperpigmentation, whether that's melasma or even just tanning or development of solar lentigines from the sun or sunspots. Iron oxide has been proven and shown in studies to help block visible light from the sun. I'm not talking about blue light from your cell phones and your laptops, because I don't think that that is really what is contributing to the hyperpigmentation. It's really the visible light from the sun. So I really like recommending using a tinted sunscreen, especially during pregnancy or for anyone who struggles with hyperpigmentation to begin with. So if I use a non-tinted sunscreen lately during pregnancy, I will then follow that up with something with iron oxide on top, whether it's a foundation or whether it is a tinted sunscreen. The other tinted sunscreen that I've been reaching for a lot is a brand that's new to me. It's from Peter Thomas Roth. This is the Max Mineral Tinted Sunscreen with SPF 45. This is broad spectrum. It contains really high concentration of zinc at over 19% and 1.93% titanium dioxide. The Isdin is more liquidy, but this one is more of like a cream. It's very moisturizing. It also contains vitamin C and E in smaller amounts, so it's not as triggering for my sensitive skin, and it just rubs in very, very easily. I would say that the tint is more of a medium coverage. It doesn't really cover everything. Like, you can still see my freckles and my dark spots, but that's fine for my regular day-to-day. I don't think that it's too dark for me to use, and I do think it is a very universally flattering tint. And the finish is really nice. It helps to smooth out my skin tone, even out my complexion, and it really does make my skin look very radiant. So I've been reaching for that one a lot lately. Okay, in the evening, I have been doing a double cleanse. So the Then I Met You cleansing balm is beautiful. It's this beautiful orange color, and it reminds me of mango sorbet. I am always tempted to eat it. It smells amazing. It has hints of rosemary, persimmon, and grapefruit in its scent notes, and I'm someone that likes fragrance, and I enjoy that sensorial experience. So I really like smelling it and using it every night to take off my makeup. So the composition of this cleansing balm, very, very rich in lipids and oils. It has grapeseed oil, olive oil, and sea berry oil. So this is very rich in linoleic acid and other fatty acids. And It comes with a scooper, so you scoop out a dime-sized amount, kind of roll it between your fingertips, and then I just go in and kind of smooth it on all over, and then I will wet my hands with warm water, wet my face to emulsify it, and then wash some more. And it does a really great job of removing sebum or oil, makeup, sunscreen, like dissolves like, right? So the oil-based cleanser takes off all of these kind of more oily substances that we may be putting on our skin. Then I follow that up with just very, very gentle water-based cleansers that are no frills, no fuss, fragrance-free. They don't irritate my skin. There's the Cerave Hydrating Cleanser, which has 3 types of ceramides and hyaluronic acid, and this is just a very gentle cleanser that I've used for a long time. It's affordable as well. I don't believe in spending a lot of money on cleansers. There are a few exceptions to that rule where people have gifted me expensive cleansers and I use them because they're nice, but I don't think it's a category that you really need to spend a lot of money on because these products are only on your face for a minute or so. And so I think your money is better spent on other things with more active ingredients like vitamin C or retinoids. The other cleanser that I've been reaching for a lot is the Roche-Posay Toleriane Hydrating Cleanser, and this is made for sensitive skin. This one contains ceramide 3 as well as LRP prebiotic thermal water, which has these soothing, antioxidant, hydrating properties. It also has glycerin, which is a nice humectant, and niacinamide, which is another antioxidant. It can also help brighten. I've been using this one for a really long time as well. It's great for sensitive skin. It never triggers any of my rosacea or my redness. In fact, it helps to calm it down, and it never causes any stinging or burning. After my thorough double cleanse, I pat my face dry, and then I've been putting on a prescription rosacea cream. And I usually like to compound my rosacea creams for patients, and for myself I had to take out one of the ingredients since I'm pregnant, but the usual triple cream I compound for my patients is azelaic acid, metronidazole, and ivermectin, and it's a really powerful combination of ingredients to help treat redness, help treat inflammation, get rid of demodex mites, etc. But for me, I'm on a blend of azelaic acid and metronidazole because I can't use the ivermectin when I'm pregnant topically. And so I apply this cream in a thin layer to my affected areas of rosacea, usually kind of center face and chin, and then move on with the next step of my routine. Because the temperatures have been dropping and it's been getting a little bit colder, my skin has been getting a little drier, so I've actually added a serum back into my nighttime routine. In the summer, I tend to opt for just a very lightweight gel-based moisturizer with no serum, but now I've been using a serum. And the one I've been choosing is the Dr. Jart Ceramidin Serum Toner. This contains ceramide MP, which helps to strengthen the skin's barrier. It also has panthenol, which is an ingredient I really love for moisturizing the skin, reducing water evaporation from the skin, and helping to reinforce and heal my skin barrier. And it just feels really, really nice. And it also has glycerin, that humectant that we talked about before, which helps your skin hold on to and retain water. So the interesting thing about this product is that it is a hybrid product. It's a serum and a toner. So it feels almost like a slightly thicker toner that goes on your face, but it leaves behind this hydration like a serum. And when I use it, I really look like I've been dipped in glaze. Like I look like a glazed shiny donut, which is not a bad look. And then it kind of dries down, but it does still leave some hydration behind, which I like. Lastly, I've been using a moisturizer that helps with redness and inflammation. I've been using the Skin Fix Antioxidant Redness Recovery Mask, and it does say to wash this off in the morning, but I don't because I like that it's really hydrating. So this one contains all sorts of anti-inflammatory soothing ingredients like honey and peptides. It also has concentrated green tea, and we know green tea has really awesome soothing, anti-inflammatory, as well as antioxidant properties. This gel-like mask also has other soothing ingredients like aloe vera and colloidal oatmeal, which all help to calm down inflammation. So this has really been a game changer for me and my skin. I started using it during the summer when my rosacea flared really badly, and I'm a huge fan. I'm still continuing to use it today. One ingredient I haven't been able to use is my retinoid, my usual Skinbetter Alpharet, and I've been sorely missing it. I haven't actually replaced it with anything really in terms of its exfoliating properties because my skin's really sensitive right now, but I can make another video in the future talking about ingredients you can't use and what you can replace those with when you're pregnant or breastfeeding. So if that would be helpful to you, let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is everything I'm using on my face right now while pregnant. And as usual, please leave questions, comments. I love to hear from you. Until next time.